You've probably wondered why some people seem to achieve success easily while you struggle. Do you feel like a ship swimming upstream? No matter how much effort you put in, everything stays stagnant? The answer might lie in a secret that few share, a truth that Napoleon Hill, the founder of wealth-building principles, discovered after many years of studying the most successful people in the world. But here's what most people don't know. Success doesn't come from what you do, but from how you think and act smartly. Today, I will show you 7 amazing secrets that Napoleon Hill uncovered, principles that can change your life, help you step out of your comfort zone, and achieve what you desire. However, these aren't secrets that everyone easily shares. Surely what you're about to hear will make you reconsider everything you thought you knew about success and money. Keep watching this video to uncover these secrets, and don't miss the opportunity to change your life. Napoleon Hill is not only a famous author, but he was also a pioneer in studying the mindset of success. For over 20 years, Hill interviewed hundreds of millionaires and the most successful people in the world, from Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, to Henry Ford, to find a common formula for success. From these studies, he developed a system of principles that we now call the 13 Principles of Success. This became the foundation for his book, Think and Grow Rich, of the best-selling books of all time, which has helped change the lives of millions of people worldwide. What is special about Napoleon Hill is how he not only focused on theoretical knowledge, but also found ways to turn these principles into practical lessons that can be applied in daily life. Hill didn't just talk about having a positive mindset. He helped us understand that true success comes from the way we think, act, and persist through challenges. However, there is a truth that very few people know. These principles are not just empty advice. They are secrets that, when applied correctly, will bring about results that truly change your life. And these secrets are the key to completely transforming how you view success and money. So, are you ready to discover the 7 secrets of success that Napoleon Hill shared? Keep watching this video. Secret 1. Mindset and action. Have you ever heard the saying, "Think about success and you will succeed"? Surely we've all heard motivational phrases like this. But if you only have a positive mindset, can you really change your life? The answer is, not enough. Napoleon Hill taught that having a positive mindset and clear goals is incredibly important, but without action, it's all just daydreaming. Mindset is the foundation, the driving force that propels you toward your goal, but it is action that truly determines your success. This is a truth that many people overlook. Imagine someone who always dreams about starting their own business, having financial freedom, but never actually does anything about it. They talk about it, think about it, but take no action. You will see that no matter how good their mindset is, their dreams will never become reality. So why is that? Simply put, action is the only factor that brings real change. Every success, from building a startup, achieving financial goals, to becoming an expert in a field, all starts with small steps of action. But these steps need to be taken every day. Successful people are not those who just think about success, but those who dare to act every day despite challenges and difficulties. Napoleon Hill always emphasized, every success begins with an idea. But if you don't turn that idea into action, it will just remain a dream. This is why you need a clear action plan and a commitment to execute it every day, even if it's with small steps. When you begin to act, even if the results don't come immediately, you've already taken the first step toward success. Think about it. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, have I really taken enough action? Or do you still just dream about what you want without actually doing anything to achieve it? Remember that mindset helps you determine the direction, but action is what helps you reach your destination. For example, if you want to become an expert in a particular field, a positive mindset will help you get started. But if you don't consistently learn, apply knowledge, practice, and improve yourself every day, you will never achieve long-term success. Similarly, if you want to build a career or a business, you need to take action every day, no matter how small the steps may seem. Action is what makes the difference. You may imagine achieving something, but if you don't start doing it right now, change will never happen. Don't just stand there and dream about success. Take action to create it. Secret 2. Clear goals and a specific action plan. Do you know that setting goals is one of the most important factors for achieving success? But not just any goal will help you get to your destination. Your goal must be clear, measurable, and actionable right away. Otherwise, you'll just keep wandering in a maze without knowing where you're going. Napoleon Hill said, "Every great success starts with a clear goal and determination. And it's not just a vague goal like, I want to be rich. It must be a goal with specific elements such as, I will earn $100,000 in the next 12 months by starting a startup in the X industry." This is a clear, measurable goal with a specific timeline. The problem for most of us is that we tend to be too vague about what we want. A vague goal will never lead us to where we want to go. If you don't have a clear goal, you're like a driver without a map. You might drive around all day, but in the end, you'll never reach your destination. This is why Napoleon Hill emphasized the importance of a specific action plan. An action plan is the next step after you've identified your goal. It's where you analyze what you need to do, what you need to learn, the people you need to meet, and the steps you must take. This will help you not only stay motivated, but also create a clear roadmap to success. Remember, an action plan doesn't have to be perfect from the start. You may not know how everything will unfold, but the important thing is to start. You can adjust your plan as needed, but having no plan at all will only cause you to get lost. Why is an action plan so important? Because it gives you a sense of control and confidence. When you know what you need to do and how to do it, you will feel more confident, and your chances of success will increase exponentially. A small tip to start with is to break your large goal into smaller ones. Each small step is an accomplishment, and it will create momentum for you to move forward. For example, if your goal is to write a book, don't just think about completing the whole book. Break it down into smaller goals like, today I will write 500 words, or this week I will complete the first chapter. In the end, an action plan is only valuable when you execute it. And execution is not a one-time thing, it's a habit. Commit to doing it every day, continuously improving and adjusting according to the actual situation. Secret 3. Perseverance and never giving up. There's a truth that very few people are willing to admit. Success doesn't come easily. No one can achieve big goals without facing challenges, failures, and moments when they want to give up. But what sets successful people apart from those who fail is the ability to persevere and not quit when things get tough. Napoleon Hill pointed out, the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is not talent, but the ability to rise after each fall. This statement is very true because, on the journey to achieving your goals, failure is inevitable. However, not every failure means the end. In fact, each failure contains valuable lessons that help you grow and get closer to your goals. Many of us start with a great idea, a perfect plan, and strong enthusiasm. But when faced with challenges, we easily get discouraged and give up. We think we're not good enough or that life is unfair. But the truth is, it's the people who persevere that are the ones who ultimately win. Remember, success is not a straight path. It's like a mountain climb. Sometimes you have to climb over large rocks, and sometimes you have to face fierce storms. But if you keep moving forward, even slowly and tiredly, you will eventually reach the top. And when you stand there looking back on your journey, you will feel proud because you didn't give up. Napoleon Hill also said, "Every success is the result of relentless determination." He affirmed that successful people are those who never give up, no matter how many failures or obstacles they face. These people understand that with each failure, they get closer to success. And it is this perseverance that helps them overcome all challenges. So, if you're feeling discouraged or doubting yourself, don't give up. Failure is not the worst thing, quitting is. Sometimes, all you need is a little more perseverance, and you will achieve the results you've always wanted. Remember, there is no shortcut to success. And perseverance is the key that keeps you moving forward no matter how many obstacles lie ahead. Secret 4. Positive yet practical mindset. A positive mindset is one of the key factors in achieving success. But having just a positive mindset is not enough. The reality is, many people get lost because they focus too much on thinking positively and forget that being practical and having a concrete plan are also essential factors that can't be ignored. Napoleon Hill pointed out, positive thinking is a powerful tool, but if you're not practical, it will only be an illusion. You need to balance maintaining a positive mindset with realistically assessing the situation. Positive thinking helps you stay motivated, but practicality helps you take the right actions and know what to do next. Many people start with great enthusiasm and dreams of success, but when they face difficulties, they become confused and lack direction. They think that simply thinking positively will make everything okay, but positivity alone is not enough to solve problems. If you don't have a concrete plan and are not ready to face reality, everything will just remain a fantasy. The important thing is that you need to have a realistic view of your circumstances and the challenges you're facing. You must assess the situation objectively and find practical solutions. Positive thinking will help you maintain your spirit, but you need a clear roadmap to stay on track and avoid getting lost. For example, you may have a dream of building a successful business. Positive thinking will help you get started and trust in your abilities. However, you need to create a detailed business plan. Research the market, understand your target customers, and always be ready to face challenges. If you only think positively without practical action, your business will struggle to grow. Napoleon Hill also emphasized that the combination of positive thinking and practical action is the secret to achieving sustainable success. You need optimism to walk your path, but you also need to take steady, planned steps and act every day. Always remember that a positive mindset can only take you so far when combined with practicality and concrete actions. Don't just dream big, start with the smallest, most practical steps. Don't let your positivity turn into an illusion. Only when you hold on to your belief and take the right actions will you achieve what you desire. Secret 5. Learning from failure. We all know that failure is an inevitable part of life, but instead of avoiding it, we need to learn from it. Napoleon Hill once said, "Every failure is an opportunity to start again, but this time with more experience." You can see that failure is not the end. It's an important step in the journey towards success. How you face failure and learn from it will determine whether you can go further or not. Many people are so afraid of failure that they are reluctant to try anything new. They fear that if they fail, they will be criticized, devalued, or lose their confidence. However, the reality is quite the opposite. Failure is an opportunity to identify weaknesses, correct mistakes, and do better next time. The key is not letting failure stop you from moving forward. Hill pointed out an important truth. When you don't learn anything from failure, that's the real failure. Think about the people who have achieved great success in their lives. They're not the ones who've never failed. They're the ones who knew how to get up after each fall, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. You can see that failure is not the end, but part of the process of learning and growing. For example, Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he founded, Apple. That failure forced him to face many challenges and self-doubt. But instead of giving up, Jobs continued to learn from those failures and eventually turned Apple into one of the most valuable companies in the world. If he had given up after that failure, we certainly wouldn't have amazing products like the iPhone, iPad, or MacBook today. Failure is a great teacher, but only if you are willing to learn from it and not let it defeat your spirit. Each time you fail, take a moment to reflect on what happened and draw lessons from it. The important question is not, why did I fail? But, what can I learn from this failure? True success does not come from avoiding failure, but from the ability to rise after each fall and learn from it. You may not be able to change what happened, but you always have the power to decide how to react to it. The ability to learn from failure is the deciding factor that allows you to go further in life and work. Secret 6. Patience in building the foundation. In the world of successful people, one important factor that is rarely mentioned is patience. Nothing in life comes easily, and nothing worthwhile can be achieved without going through a lengthy process. Napoleon Hill affirmed, "Patience is one of the key elements in building the foundation of success." But patience here is not about waiting passively. It's about perseverance in action, taking small steps, and not giving up when results don't come immediately. We all want quick success. Who doesn't want to see the fruits of their labor right away? But the reality is, great success doesn't happen overnight. This is why patience is a factor that few people fully understand and apply correctly. Everything takes time to build. Every project, every dream has its own process of growth. And this requires you to be patient, not just day by day, but throughout a long journey. Imagine you want to build a business. You can't have a strong brand in just a few weeks. You must invest time in building relationships, improving your products, and reaching customers. The key is, while you can't achieve everything instantly, You must maintain commitment and tireless effort. Every day you learn a little, improve a little, and work a little. All of this helps you build a solid foundation for the future. Napoleon Hill also taught, patience is not about waiting while doing nothing. Patience is the persistent commitment to continue doing the right work despite the challenges ahead. This means patience doesn't mean standing still. True patience is continuing to work, continuing to strive, even when the results may not come immediately. You must trust that every step, no matter how small, contributes to building a solid foundation to reach your ultimate goal. Patience in building the foundation of success is a skill that the most successful people continuously cultivate. You won't become an expert or achieve great accomplishments if you don't persevere in learning and growing. All you need to do is maintain patience and never give up. Remember, a solid foundation must be built step by step, and patience is the key that will lead you to sustainable success. Never rush. True success is not about reaching the destination instantly, but about continually taking small steps every day, maintaining faith, and committing to pursuing your goals. Secret 7. Gratitude and a positive attitude. One of the most important factors that many people overlook when building success is gratitude and a positive attitude. In reality, the most successful people not only have skills and perseverance, but they also maintain a positive attitude and deep gratitude for what they have achieved. Napoleon Hill shared a very profound perspective. Gratitude is one of the forces that create lasting prosperity. When you are grateful, you not only feel satisfaction in life, but also attract more opportunities for growth and success. You might be thinking, can gratitude really help me succeed? The answer is yes. When you live with gratitude, you will have a positive outlook on everything, from the challenges to the wonderful things you already have. This attitude not only helps you maintain motivation, but also creates a positive environment around you, attracting opportunities and people who will support you. Imagine if you always felt grateful for what you have, from your family, friends, to your work and health. Instead of focusing on shortcomings or unresolved problems, you would begin to see life from a different perspective, the perspective of appreciation and positivity. This will not only help reduce stress, but also allow you to maintain clarity, develop, and expand opportunities. Hill also pointed out, gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a way of life. You don't just feel grateful when things go smoothly, but you are also grateful when facing challenges, because those challenges help you grow and become stronger. True gratitude is about being able to view difficulties and failures as valuable lessons that bring you closer to success. A positive attitude and gratitude will help you maintain positive energy, stay resilient when facing difficulties, and most importantly, create an environment conducive to growth. Remember, when you feel and spread positive energy, you will attract better opportunities, people, and situations into your life. A great example is Tony Robbins, who has built a massive empire in the field of personal development and coaching. But what makes him one of the most successful people is not just his skills or knowledge, but the attitude of gratitude and positivity he has maintained throughout his life. He always says, gratitude is an incredibly powerful force, and it is the foundation of all the success I've achieved. So, if you want lasting success, start by developing a positive attitude and gratitude. Every day, find at least one thing to be grateful for, even if it's the smallest things in life. This will change the way you perceive everything and help you stay on track in your journey towards success. As you can see, to achieve lasting success, you need the perfect combination of a positive mindset, decisive action, and unwavering perseverance. The secrets that Napoleon Hill shared in Think and Grow Rich are not just empty theories, but principles that have been proven through decades of research and practice by some of the most successful people in the world. From a wealth-building mindset to clear goals, and from persevering through failure to maintaining a positive attitude and gratitude, each secret plays a crucial role. However, all of these only have value when you take action right now. Don't let these theories remain just in books. Apply them in your life every day. So, start today. Set clear goals, create a detailed action plan, and commit to taking one step at a time. Don't fear failure, because each failure is a valuable lesson. Learn, persist, and always maintain a positive attitude in every situation. Remember, success is not a destination, but a journey. You will face difficulties and challenges, but if you stay persistent, keep your focus, and never stop learning, nothing is impossible. Success will come to you, and the important thing is that you never give up. So, what will you do right now? Leave a comment below, share your goals, and the steps you will take today. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring wealth-building secrets in future videos.